Daily sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught at the 25. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That'll be a gain of 16. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's Muhammad. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. He changed his name. How about your respect? Give them more than when I get expecting at the back. In fact, I'm not I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on fourth. They snap it to Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Los Angeles.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Play action. It's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Brings up 3rd down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Steelers.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
And 4.
Now it's Newton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 11 yards there, first down. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Buying time to his left. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Broken tackle. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Going to throw deep for the end zone. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And it's 3rd down.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Herbert. On Herbert, his third interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Derek Watt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Steelers 10, Chargers nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He'll buy some time right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton, he'll find Metcalf. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Cam Newton with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead is now 24.
That's the score. Steelers 20.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So that'll back them up 5. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween, and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Newton now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Off play action. Newton. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Herbert's pass.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break. Newton. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
24.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing is Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
and my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Herbert on third down now. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. From the 50, here's Herbert trying to lay one up deep. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far.
and it was again on the last play.
They run the option on second down. Herbert, quick pass out wide. The 20. Touchdown, LA.
Complete.
A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. That reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a second and long. Here's Newton. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Intercepted.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A.
Gain of 12.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
That throw into the arms of Allen. A gain of 6 there on first. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment.
At the Steelers' 27-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Flush to his right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Keenan Allen, the intended target. Third down here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Younghoe Koo on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Complete to Deontay Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 44-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Out of the gun, Newton. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. After the run, Newton going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but now it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Chargers. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Steelers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Herbert throwing again. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone. And the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 4th down, Herbert. And now here is another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Down, Steelers.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick 6s from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick 6s in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Gain of 12.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
83.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Chargers.
Again, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1.
They go again with Muhammad. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Cam's going to run on the option. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now Herbert following the turnover. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
And the Chargers,
Herbert back to the air. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on,
No one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
no gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
They run the counter. Muhammad, he's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
it certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Chargers take over 1st and 10. at their own 22-yard.
The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. They find some open field here. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Hatchet. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
First and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be. And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Today's final
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.